Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Monday the 22nd of September 2025, and our setter is Oink, and Little Piggy Setter. I think always includes some kind of clue related to pigs in there somewhere, so we'll try and remember to look out for that. And generally very good setter in terms of fast puzzles, which is why they're appearing on a Monday, really. My average for the year is about 11 minutes. We've had 8 puzzles so far. This is the 9th of the year, one a month we get from Oink. Really, I'll be averaging 10 minutes, apart from there was one that took me 21. So yeah, definitely fast-ish, and it's Monday, so I'm hopeful. Let's reset the puzzle and crack on. Drive OOP man, taking home too much. Overpaid. Bristly customer hiding in cupboard. Bore. There's our picky clue. The speaker's delightful accommodation. Don't know. Something to do with it's a sounding like, I think. Article on southern continent. Asia. One from Greece. Atticus. Southern constituent. Spartan. Socialist losing head. Rubbish. Socialist red left. Wing. Rot, I'm thinking of. Trot and rot, that is, yeah. Rot and trot. Fruit, entire can be demolished. What kind of fruit is that? Entire can. Don't know. Come back to it. Crude, borough, closed to property. Crude is roughly. Borough, rough. No, that's not right. Something like that, rough. Dog runs away from miner. Dog. Cur runs away from miner. Okay. They're said to attract night and day, perhaps. They're said, sound like them, to attract magnets. Magnetise. Day and night and day, perhaps. Don't know. Trump's headgear. Hat, cap. Trump, cap. I think that's cap, isn't it? Cap is to trump someone. Neutral, surprisingly annoyed. Anagram and neutral. Don't know. Strange European found in Great Lake. Strange and eerie. The Greek I bit. Is that iota? The Greek I bit. Not sure about that one. Scholarly American. Attending artist premises. Is that a Euro? Premises, Euro, scholarly, not sure. Okay. Watch old boy start to rally. Watch. Rally. Start. Obstruct. Serve. Start to rally, yeah. Okay, tennis. Poet in lieu briefly keeling over. In lieu briefly. Poet. No, it's not a hidden word. Unrealistic for something to eat on plane. Unrealistic. Put up in the clouds? No. Pay in the. Is that an anagram to eat on plane? Might be. Small creature quietly escaping from vet. Small creature quietly. To vet is to inspect, which is to insect. Up before the judge, as footballer might be. Up before the judge. Up. Footballer on target. Don't know. Rave about new Arga. Range? Was that range? Anger. Is that an indirect? I can't be an anagram. Indirect anagram, can it? Rave about new. Rage around an N. Have nothing to do. Doctor eats a noodle. At a loose end. I think that must be. Criticise left's understanding. Criticises to pan. Left's understanding. Criticise. Can't think what it is. Formerly journey express, isn't it? Express. Provide evidence of watching Lord's match at test. Some nymphomaniac from the Gulf. Omani? That's what Omani there is. Load vehicle and Scarpa. Cargo. Okay. So this is scholarly studios. Poet in thing keeling over, not sure this one. The speaker's delightful accommodation, don't know what that is. Fruit, entire can. Entire can, that's an anagram, isn't it? Entire can. Don't know. Crude is burrow close to property. Dog runs away from miner is. Dog runs away from miner. Is that just an anagram? Dog runs? No. This is to attract. Night and day. Opposites. Opposites attract, of course they do. And down here is neutral, which is annoyed is. Still not coming to me. Strange lake. The Greek I bit. The Greek I think that's iota, but I can't see why it would be I bit. I part. Neutral. Annoyed. Must be an anagram, mustn't it? Altern. Criticise left's understanding. So I do port, don't think so. Let's go back to the downs. Poet in lieu. Briefly, keeling over. Is that hidden word backwards maybe? No. Poet. Poet's beginning with E. I don't know any. In lieu, briefly. Toilet. Oilet. Elliot. Elliot. That is toilet. Wow, okay, that's a tough clue, I think. Delightful is the speaker's. The speaker's delightful accommodation. No. Unrealistic hope. So we've got TOEATONPL. No, it's not an anagram, and there's an S there anyway. So unrealistic hopes are pie in the sky. That's what it was. Okay, pie in the sky. So what's this gone? That's got rid of my anagram. Maybe it's annoyed. Neutral would be anodyne. Gosh, can I spell anodyne? Dine. Right. Criticises to pan or rap. Poor. Understanding, yep. Can I spell today? I'm going to have to go with that being iota, but I don't really. I'm not sure about it. I bit. A bit is. Okay, the Greek I is iota, yes. Earthy. Crude. Earthy. Earth is a burrow, yep. The speaker's delightful. Accommodation. No idea. That's a nectarine, isn't it? Now I've got the anagram. On up for the judge on trial. Why is the football on trial? Because they get trials, don't they? If they are. Dog runs away from miner. Collie. Colliery. Which just leaves this one to be the speaker's delightful. Accommodation. Let's have a think. Spine. Spike. Accommodation. Smile. Delightful smile. Accommodation. Okay. Have to think about this one a bit more. No P, no E, no R. Spire. Delightful. Can't think of any accommodation that begins with S. That's the trouble. Skype, snipe, swipe, stipe. Don't think so. Let's go to that now. Hide, snide, slide, delightful. I think it sounds like a delightful, which is whatever. Pie in the sky is right. Observes right. Swipe. Spike. So bottom row. Ooh, what's going on here? Accommodation. Are we talking about accommodating someone as opposed to a place to live? Eek. We have to whole big old proper alphabet draw now. Okay, it's not going to be Z or X, is it? Really? Sky. Skyer, skite. It's not C. SVI I'm going to miss. SBI, no, snipe. Snire, snite. Unless I'm misunderstanding the clue. To accommodation is smile, delightful. Oh, can't see that. So SA, I suppose we have to go through that. I don't think it's likely. SS isn't right, SD isn't right, SF, SG, SH. Let's go through this a little bit more carefully. Shire. Accommodation Shire. Can't be shite. Shipe. Shile. Shike. Shine. Delightful. So H doesn't work. J doesn't work. K. Sky. Okay, what about sky? It's got to be something. Skite. Just wondering if it's an ST word. Skype. Right, on to L. Slice. Accommodation slice. Delightful accommodation. Am I just reading this clue wrong? I mean, there's no words that, well, there are a few words that are fitted. Slime, 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 slide. Ah. Have I done the whole like? Right, I think I have my spy. Okay, spice. 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 Accommodation. Spice. Not really. Spine. Spike. Spite. Just looking to see if there's some kind of hidden word here I'm missing. Spire. So P didn't work. I just want to check these two clues. Watch is to observe, ob and start to rally. This is pie in the sky, unrealistic hope. And that's Elliot, which is toilet going upwards. Yep. Right, done P's. O. Can't see that being right, can I? Given how badly this is going. In fact, I've been doing this for about half my time. That's what who's done. Sweet. Sweet is the word I was looking for. There we go. 1418. Wow. Okay. Delightful, sweet, I suppose so. Right, let's go through. Yeah, so drive OOP is an anagram of overpaid. Mad is your anagram indicator. And taking home too much is overpaid. Bristly customer is the bore, because they have bristles on them. Hiding in is your hidden word, indicating that it's in cupboard. And that's our little piggy clue from Oink. The speakers is saying it's a sound like of delightful, so sweet as in SWEET. Accommodation is a sweet. Yeah, I suppose it is. Fair enough. He said in a very despondent manner. We've got article AN and on the end of S for southern, and a constituent is a part. One from Greece is a Spartan. A socialist is a trot, as in a Trotskyite. Losing the head is take the T off a trot, becomes rot, which is rubbish. Got nectarine, which is a type of fruit, and it's an anagram of entire can. Demolished is your anagram indicator. Crude is earthy, a borough is an earth, close to property is the Y of property. The closing letter. Not close to, closing letter of. Right, a dog is a collie, runs away. A miner is a collier, so take the R from runs away from collier, becomes a collie. They're said to attract is opposites, and night and day perhaps. I suppose you say, sometimes say, oh, that's like night and day, which are opposites. If you trump someone and you cap them, think of a game of cards where you play a trump card, you cap them, and cap is a type of headgear. Neutral is anodyne, that's your definition, because we've got an anagram of annoyed, and surprisingly is your anagram indicator. Strange is eerie, we've got E for European, going into the Great Lake, which is Lake Erie, so put that middle E in there, to be precise on the wordplay. The Greek letter for I is iota, and a bit is just an iota. Excuse me. Scholarly is studious. We've got an American is US, attending the artist's premises are the studio. So studio with a US on the end. And on the downs, well, if you watch, you observe. An old boy is an OB. Starts to rally. If you think tennis, you start rallying tennis by serving. Got the poet T.S. Eliot. So that's your definition, Eliot. We've got the loo is the toilet. And if you look at toilet, put it upwards and take a T off. So take T off of toilet to make it briefly, and keeling over is saying put it upwards. An unrealistic hope is pie in the sky, and something to eat on the plane. Well, that would be having pie in the sky, wouldn't it? A small creature is an insect. Quietly is P for play quietly in musical notation, and escaping from vet. Vet is if you vet something, you inspect it. If you're up for the judge, then you're on trial, and footballers have trials to decide what club to go to. To rave about is to rage. Going about an N makes it a range, which is type of arga. Have nothing to do is being at a loose end. Doctor eats a noodle. Okay, so eats a noodle is an anagram of at a loose end. Doctor is your anagram indicator. Criticises to rap, left is port, and understanding is rapport. Former journalists are the express, and a train is an example of an express train, maybe being the example. Yeah, to show you it's an example required. To provide evidence is to attest, and if you're watching the Lord's cricket match, then you're watching a test. You're at the test. We've got Omani is a hidden word in nymphomaniac. Some is your hidden word indicator. And if the Gulf of Oman, which obviously has the country of Oman on it, so someone from there would be an Omani. What have we got left? Just load vehicle. So a load is cargo, a vehicle is a car, and to Scarborough is to go. So car and go gives you vehicle, and Scarborough is cargo gives you a load. Right, so there we go. 1418. I am deeply frustrated by that sweet clue. Nothing wrong with it really. I just couldn't see it, and of course I think I started my alphabet drawer in the wrong place of the keyboard. Really, if I'd started at the top, I'd have got there quicker. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching.